right, welcome to Who Are You? This is our inaugural episode, and this is a video podcast here where we want to take time to get to know the person behind the professional salesperson, right? So we are here for the very first time. I'm broadcasting out of Labor Finders here in Wilmington, North Carolina, and our first guest ever here is Chas Shafer, who is the new branch manager in Greenville, North Carolina. Chas, how are you today, man?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you letting me be the first one to try this out.
Yeah, we're going to try and have some fun with it. But look, man, so who are you? Because again, you're pretty new, so I haven't even had the opportunity to get to know you that well. So who is Chas Shafer?
From a professional standpoint, I've been in sales about 17 years. I've been managing or owning, operating businesses for the majority of probably the last 9 or 10, including I owned my own business for about 7 years I had a motorcycle shop. I did some sales as well as performance tuning and engine building and all of that kind of good stuff. Haven't done staffing is new to me in this industry, but the sales side of it is definitely something I've got some experience with, and I just really, when it comes to jobs, especially from the professional side, I really look for something that I feel like I'm making some sort of positive impact, on people's lives in whatever way. I don't like to do jobs that I feel like I'm just there to make some money, and luckily with staffing, it really seems like being able to help somebody is a big part of the job. So that's really what kind of drew me to the industry. But from the personal side, I'm a father and a husband, and I've got a bunch of hobbies that are a lot of which have gotten me injured throughout the years and stuff. Done a lot of motorcycle riding and racing, and done. I'm a skydiver now, and I've done some skydiving instruction as well. I've got about 300 and something skydives and that I've done in the last 3 or 4 years since I got into the sport. And so when I'm not working or hanging out with the family, I'm usually climbing in and out of airplanes, or I like to barbecue a lot too when I'm stuck at home. So that's pretty much it.
Skydiving terrifies me. My wife the other day, we were having a conversation at home, and she said, "Oh, we should really practice doing cartwheels, right?" And I'm like, "No, we shouldn't, because I'm old, and I am no longer in shape. I am A shape, and gravity is not my friend. So anything that starts going up must come down. So I don't like to do things low to the ground, let alone jumping out of airplanes." So good on you for having the testicular fortitude to do something of that capacity, because you would not find me doing anything like that. You said you're married, you got kids.
Yep.
So what's family life like, man?
So my wife is she's a born and raised Eastern NC girl, and we met about 10 years ago, I guess now, and we've got a little girl. She's 2 years old, or almost 2 years old. She'll be 2 in August. So she's running around like crazy and has more energy than I can deal with 90% of the time, and getting into everything she shouldn't get into, and all that good stuff. So but I love it, man. It's been something we waited a long time before we decided to do it. Wanted to make sure we were in a good position for it, and so I've been just having a ball last couple of years with the little one. So other than that, my wife works. She's a manager of a billing department for a telecommunications company here in Greenville, and other than that, we just work a lot and play a lot. So.
Now, are you a Greenville native yourself, or are you from somewhere else? Or, half the people in North Carolina seem like they've transplanted from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually, I moved up here 11 years ago now from Central Florida area. I was just outside of Daytona Beach for about 10 years prior to that, and moved up here for a job at the time. They offered me a general manager position with an industrial supply company up here, and so I moved up here to take over that branch, and just, was planning on being up here for 1 or 2 years because I love Central Florida. My family's still down there, and a lot of my old friends and stuff. And so when I moved up here initially, I was going to stay 1 or 2 years and then go back home. And that was 11 years ago. So here we are.
Flies, man. You get stuck. North Carolina pulls you in. I know when I came down from New York, almost 15 years ago now. So actually, it was 15 years ago yesterday. Now that I'm looking at the date here on my computer screen. So,
wow.
Yeah, once you get here, man, it just kind of you think about the opportunities to go back home sometimes, and it just pulls you in. You never end up leaving. So I can totally relate to that.
I think it's the people, man. I really like the people up here a lot. So as far as in general, they seem to be just nicer overall than a lot of other places. So.
Yeah, I've only been to Greenville a couple of times. It's a great small town that is growing, though. I know
for sure.
there was a lot going on, especially with ECU. Seems like ECU is really the center of everything there for Greenville. So
it really is.
What do you guys got going on up there? Is there just a lot of things going on campus up there as far as work opportunities for people, or how is Greenville continuously kind of growing right now?
Yeah, so they Greenville is definitely constantly under construction. A big part of that is because of the school. They're always expanding. ECU is a big college, and there is, as with most big colleges, they just continue to grow and expand all the time, or rebuild or whatever. So there's a lot of construction that goes on. So we've got a lot of those kinds of jobs available and stuff already, and it's a really big area in the industrial side. We have a lot of manufacturing, a lot of medical manufacturing in the area, whether it be RX production or whatever it may be. But so a lot of opportunity, and we're in the process now. Since I've come in here as the general manager, we're really trying to push forward, grow the types of job opportunities that we have available for people, especially in the long term. Stuff that puts people to work permanently somewhere. That's really our goal and the direction we're headed now. So
awesome. Do you have specific needs that you're currently looking to fill up there in your market?
We've got a few. We're working with a couple of under roof companies that do some assembly and final packaging, things like that we've been we're kind of just really getting set up with them and kind of figuring out the dynamic. But we will have more positions available through that type of industry, as well as working on more weekly jobs and permanent opportunities in some of the construction and manual labor type fields. We're looking for a few experienced landscapers that we're going to be interviewing for some full-time, long-term positions. Got a couple of requests here recently for full-time, nighttime road construction positions for some long-term jobs and things like that as well. So we've definitely got some opportunity here and some work available, and should have more and more coming in the next month or two as well. So
that's awesome. The one thing I've been with Labor Finders now for almost 10 years. And one thing that you said was, you don't like to be involved in jobs where you don't feel like you're making some kind of impact. That's something that hits home for you. And, if you're going to be a manager or really take on any role, anyone takes on a role at Labor Finders, it's so important that you really care about the people you are trying to help on a daily basis. It's just so vitally important, not only from an employee standpoint, but from our client standpoint. Yeah, again, we've had a few conversations. I think you're going to really kill it up there in Greenville. You've got the right mentality, and I wish you nothing but the best up there. I'm sure you're going to do great things in that market because it's right at the top, and you got some great leadership qualities, man. So I look forward to really seeing what you do up there. So anyone who's watching, if you're looking for help with finding workers to fill out your team, you call Chaz. His number's right behind his head there, that 252-689-6215. Or again, if you're looking for employment, reach out to them. You can visit their office. You can, are you guys still on Fire Tower over there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 113 West Fire Tower Road, technically Winterville, just because of the side of the road that we're on. But yeah, absolutely. Come by, get an application done. We can get a chance to sit down and talk if it's, if you're interested in one of the skilled labor type positions that we're working on and that kind of stuff. But yeah, come on by and or like you said, reach out to me if you're looking to fill workers. We can do recruiting and help find the right people for your business as well. So just reach out, let us know how we can help.
Awesome, Chaz. Thanks so much for sitting down and having a conversation and getting letting me get to know you a little bit more, and anyone else who chooses to watch this, man. Again, you're going to do some great things up there. Again, if you're looking for help, whether it's in the Greenville market, down here in Wilmington, or anywhere, you can visit laborfinders.com to find a location near you. Thanks so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.